What is magic and why Skoda? Hi, if you're new to my world, I am Dasha and I welcome you with an open heart. And today we're going to talk about magic. What is this? This is a very common question that I get. And why Skoda? How did it happen? What all that? Skoda is my mystery skull. Skoda means mischief in Russian. And I will tell you everything about this in this video. And I hope you get to know me better. And I'm so excited to welcome you into my world. So, magic. This is something that I'm going to sit with deeply. And I think I'm going to make another video because the other day I met up with another woman whose mum was in mystery schools and she was really in the voodoo lineage. And I know one of my friends is diving into that lineage. And for me, I don't have a lineage. I I have very, very, very big influence from Tantra and Taoism, but my but I don't have a lineage and it's not like dogmatic, this is how you do. I pick things that resonate for me. And when I first started my mystery school, well, when I was intuitive guided to start it, I was like, who am I? Imposter syndrome. I can't do this. I'm too young. What do I even know? I haven't done blah, 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 blah. And my intuition was like, no, this is the time and you're doing it. And then I did it. And I was so supported and held by the universe that it was the biggest like transformation and shift in the trajectory of my life. And so let's look at magic. What is that? And then let's see how the mystery school was birthed. And I hope this inspires you to follow that intuitive soul inkling, inspiration, craving, desire. So magic to me is, well, it's for me, it's the connection with the unseen realms. It is connection to your superhuman ability, like telepathy and invisibility and I already said telepathy, like intuition, being able to access things, astral projection, travel. Um, there is just so much. It really depends for you, you know. But that's for me. And the main thing is like pulling in things into your physical reality from the collective consciousness, from your imagination. So it's about thinking things into reality. And I have been a manifesting queen for a very long time, and I teach this, and I have been dissecting how it works and why it works so good, right? And the thing that I found, and this is why I bring in my psychology background, that it's actually we carry trauma, and we all have trauma because that's just when we grow up, things hurt us as a little child, whether they're really intense and horrible or little things. And pieces of us fragment. And then we make up stories that we're unworthy, unlovable, undeserving. And then the subconscious is running the show. We think it's our conscious mind, but it's actually our subconscious. And the subconscious is what's pulling things in. You think you want a lot of money, but secretly you hate it. You feel shame, you feel worried, doubt. So you push it away, right? And then you're confused. You're like, why do I make so much money, but it never stays? It's because of the subconscious patterning. Same with love, same with whatever, right? So for me, my intention is, and our mystery school's intention is to infuse magic and miracle into the mundane. So it's not like you escape and you only do rituals in the forest with your forest fairies. It's like, no, you're actually a magician that walks through the world. And one of the biggest things is intention, right? What is your intention? You can ritualize anything, how you make a cup of tea, how you have a bath, you know, like the cleansing, like the ritual of it. That is magic. That is bringing sacredness into everything. And that's the lineage of Tantra, seeing everything as sacred, right? So we have candle magic, we have manifestation, we have baths, but at the core of it all, it's intention. No intention is the intention. So if you don't have a path for the energy to flow, it will flow sporadically wherever, right? So all ritual is a collection of attention and intention, right? So how can we become a magician walking through the world, manifesting, living a life of magic and miracle and synchronicity? Well, I just made the video about the lost earring, where I lost the earring, but the back of it, this thing stayed in the back of my ear. That made me be like, oh, my earring. And then the couple behind me shows up and is like, we found your earring, you know? And it was like, whoa, what a synchronous magical moment. This is infusing magic and miracle into the mundane, because I was just catching the train. I lost an earring and then it became a miracle moment and miracle story, right? We have that all the time. Big things, little things, you know? So let's take a breath. And I love psychedelics, I love plant medicine, but I'm an advocate for sober highs, because I find once you've opened these portals, once you've done the emotional release, the trauma healing, the deepest high is being sober and actually being so deeply present. Because when you're in an altered state, with the use of something else, sometimes you don't have the control to be in that presence, in that focus, in that attention. So I really love sober highs that can be reached from like lovemaking, from self-pleasure, breath work, even spicy food, running, playing, dancing. So there's so many ways to activate these magical, miraculous states of consciousness, like flow state, where you're literally in magic and synchronicity all the time. And now I'm feeling really passionate to bring that into the work, into corporate, you know, because I used to think that everyone should run away and create their own dream life. But then I realized, like, oh, okay, well, there will always be people working, because that's just how our society is built. So how can I infuse magic and miracle into those people's lives that can feel the magic or miracle going to a 9 to 5? That they could feel so lit up, so liberated, that they're bopping, dancing, smiling on the train rather than being sucked into this doom of numbness. Yeah. So to me, magic is really like, for me, it's like manifestation. That is truly magic. It is being able to heal your body with your thought, with your breath, that you don't need anything outside of you, that you have the vessel, the tools. Telepathy for me is magic, because it's not the normal thing. People are like, you know, ugh. And when you're clear, when you're in love frequency, you don't care what people have to go into your brain. You're an open book, because you have nothing to hide, because you've dealt with the shame, the worry, the guilt, all the things that you want to protect and hide away, that actually grow in the darkness. So that's my definition of magic for now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, like, what is magic to you? And if you've been in my world for a little while, how does this land? Does this resonate? And then we have Skoda. How did Skoda come to be? This mystery skull. And I think I'm going to split these videos. So you'll have the part 2 next session, or you can watch it with the little in the next video.